to step in and show you some cool things with Linda Allegro, and she's going to help us out with that. So,
all right. Well, one of the first things you're going to notice about the new Allegro is that you get 12 inches of sewing space from the needle to the base of the machine. That is super, super fabulous. It also can sew 1,000 stitches per minute. So for those of you that are rabbit sewers, that's great. But those of you that aren't, of course, there's the speed control that helps you get started in the right direction.
yes.
We do have 200 decorative stitches, and it's probably a little different in the fact that you use I call it like a DVR, okay, like a DVR control, where you can move through your stitches by 1 or by 10. You can also go backwards by 10. Then these are what I call bookmarks. That's not the official title, but this will take you straight to your utility. This one will take you halfway through your decorative and another quarter through. So you can jump, and then you can always go back and find the exact stitch you want. So even though we don't have the keypad to put it in, very, very useful. We have the stitch length, stitch width. We have the needle down feature, which also is really great if you do any kind of applique. Maybe you're doing pillows where you're turning corners, and of course free motion stitching. That's my favorite.
It's one of my favorite features.
Yep. We have the 2 decorative fonts, and I tell my quilter friends, go ahead and put your name and a year, and just stitch that out on your backing, and you have your label done before you even start quilting, because how long do we wait to put those labels on, right? Okay. We have the mirror image, which will help you when you do your applique or using your decorative stitches. We also have a twin needle, and that is really a safety thing, because you're not allowed to use.
Can't do anything you're not supposed to.
That's right. It takes out the guesswork.
Yes.
And keeps our presser feet happy. So this cutting feature is just a little bit different. When you activate the cut and you touch this button, it will take 4 stitches and trim it for you.
So it's like an automatic back stitch, but actually lock stitch.
A lock stitch, right? A lock stitch with a cut. And so I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to take it back to straight stitch, so that when I do this. Now, if I was going to set this up for free motion stitching, they recommend just taking this below 1. So I'm just going to do that. Make sure that you wind a really good tight bobbin.
Yep.
All right.
Make sure you get it in a little pre-tensioner.
That's right, because it can slip out.
Yep.
I'm just going to give
It's
you
a
the heads
tricky
up.
bugger.
Yeah. Now, one of the other things I like to do, and especially if you've got like a Solaris or a Chorus or a Ballad, one of the higher end machines, this is their take-up lever, and if you don't see it, you're not guaranteed to get the thread going to the right and to the left. So if you do an electronic high or electronic needle up, needle down, the take-up lever will be visible, and your needle will be in the highest position, so you're ready to use your thread.
Needle threader.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
so that's huge. Now, I am set up here with some add-ons. So I have the extension table for the Allegro. Well, of course. So now I have 12 inches here, and I've got 12 inches to the outside to help support. I do have a slick surface. That's for free motion quilting and ruler foot, because then my sandwich can slide back and forth. And I do have the ruler foot. Now, talking about feet, you do get 9 presser feet, and they're snap-on 9.
That's great.
Plus your free motion quilting foot.
Yeah.
So these snap-on features, if you have a kit, chances are, if it's a snap-on, it's going to work with this. Yeah.
Do you get the ruler foot in the bundle, or does it come with it? You have to buy it separately.
Yeah, you'll have to purchase that separately.
Okay.
But this, of course, is the Babylock open-toed ruler foot, which is a little different from some of the other ruler foot, in that we have this little cut here, which is super easy to run your threads through, and for visibility.
Yes.
And I have it set up on the ruler foot because I can either demo rulers or free motion.
Yep.
So it goes both ways. Now, when I do free motion, I'm going to take my tension up to 7.
Okay.
Normally when I have a decorative stitch, I'm going to take it down to 4, because with a decorative stitch, I want that needle thread to come back to the back side of my project.
Yes.
Gives it that really pretty look. But when I do my free motion quilting, I want that bobbin and the needle to be buried in my batting. So this will vary depending on the batting, the thread, and the kind of cotton you're using. I also needed to take my presser foot pressure to 0. Normally it's on a default of 2, okay, for the standard sewing. But I want to make sure that you knew that those are 2 adjustments that you want to make before you go free motion quilt. And in addition, there is a feed dog down lever, drop on the back of the arm, the free arm.
Nice.
Okay. So let's go ahead and let's have you listen to how this runs. I absolutely have been having a lot of fun with this today.
Boy, it's nice and quiet.
Yes.
And smooth. It has a nice smooth sound.
Yeah. So fun.
Are you picking that up on the camera? Nice. Awesome.
I have had so much fun demonstrating this all week long.
I picked up like 10 tips for like 10 little things just watching you a couple of times we've met. I'm excited about it.
Wonderful. Well, I hope your customers can stop in and see how great this machine actually is.
Yes, guys, you need to come in and look at the new Allegro. It's going to be beautiful and it's really fun to use and very easy. So that's exciting. Very good.